This, let's see, oops, damn it. This is Lisa Guthrie. I'm at 505 Northeast 70th Street, Seattle, Washington, 98115. And this is a closet. Behind it is a crawl space. Note, I keep nothing of value in the apartment because all night people have come up, and all morning, and it's now morning, about 5:30 in the morning, they've come up through some green areas of the building that are maintenance areas. I had to pick something up. They're maintenance areas of the building, and the story is, first off, everybody is a cannibal zombie in Washington but me. There's nobody left, and these bums killed their way through 31 million people maybe, and then they assumed their identities, whether it was hundreds or thousands. At first I was saying 3 to 30, excuse me, I'm itching my nose. It's, some people have 3,000 identities in Washington. And so these bums openly had a killing field for the last 14 years, including a bum named Roger. He was just trying to break in, and he was telling me I was going to go to, quote, the cellar and go off with his old man. He was making a slave threat. He is a person who is not untraceable. Like many of these zombies, they think they're untraceable, and they are outrageously brash. They'll even run over you in broad daylight or shoot you because it became such a killing field for the last 14 years. Dirty cops help them. There's usually a dirty cop on duty, or not on duty, but in the building. And even if they have one on duty checking in, he's bad too. Officer Rob Howard, Officer Bill, and Seattle Housing Authority, that's this building, they've long gotten together with the dirty cops. Instead of suppressing the crime, they suppress the victim. They get rid of the victim. Another boogeyman that's in the closet, behind it is Christine Carr of Elizabeth Gregory Home. She's she works for a nonprofit, but she's a coke whore, crack whore, and if you look, coke doesn't really match the salary of a nonprofit. So Christine Carr of Elizabeth Gregory is there. And a boogeyman, it's a black male from Wallingford Food Bank. And I've had to call the police on him in another location. He's an ugly, ugly man that nobody would want, just like all of the boogeymen here. And what was the decimation about in Washington? Well, what they did is they killed 30 million people, and they killed people that were white-looking, Semite, and warm-skinned European. I'm not even white, and I'm on the target list. So you've got Christine Carr. These, you could consider Washington State terrorists, and they are, because they also walk around with flags, they're amassing weapons, and they've threatened every country, they threatened every state. And it was, they did a decimation based on color, and they also got rid of people that were pretty, nice, normal. And so, like, whatever irked the ugly boogeyman or boogie woman, they got rid of, including my sisters. I don't have more than one sister. It's a half sister. Then I do have ex-stepsisters. So the whatever pissed off the boogeyman or woman, they got rid of them. It's like, oops, that one's pretty, it's going. And one of the ugly things you can't hear is chanting roommate. They will try to have you as a slave in your apartment, And you might say, what would they want you for? You're not even pretty. They want you as a slave. They want you, they want your apartment. Your apartment, like this one is worth $1,046 or something. And this is an ugly bum in the closet making also a rape threat. And they'll play things on white Semites and warm-skinned Europeans and white-looking, and that's why a lot of them ended up inducted. And then they also found themselves as cannibal zombies. So the bums have been actually harassing me, whether you believe it or not, because I went to the food bank Friday. And there were about 7, 8 black males at the food bank making various rape threats and other threats at the food bank. I need to capture it right there so you know what's going on. That would be good. I'll just walk around with the camera and say, this one is threatening me because of the food bank. There were other people that threatened me too, including whites or white looking. The secret is white looking. What do I mean by that? Well, like with my real family, it turns out they were black Nazis. And they got rid of whites and Semites and warm-skinned Europeans. But white looking, oh, there's a bum saying you're going to change your appearance. These bums will also make facial mutilation threats constantly. It's the retard. He's a gross, like if you saw this boogeyman, he's a black male. Nobody would want him. And he's got kind of shriveled, it looks like wrinkles and acne face. These are so ugly, it looks like a tire. And the thing thinks he can tell you what to do. And all of these boogeymen that are super ugly males, they basically walked off with women by force for years and coercion, including black Nazi uglies. So they're used to walking off with people. And Ugly Roger told me I was going to be seen with him in public and I was going to go somewhere with him. And the reason why they have a false relationship, they want you to act like you're in a relationship so they can abuse you and torture you and have you as a slave. So if Roger had a woman acting like it's his girlfriend, it's not far for that woman then to be losing her kidneys. Oh, so let's picture this. Picture this one. This happens now. Roger doesn't look black. I don't think he's white, and I think that's a secret. I'm telling you, that's what my family did too. I've got to move battery or phones around. So Roger, whoever he is, because obviously whites went in with these morons too. Why? Money, property, credit, slavery. So, if Roger can get you to pretend that you're his friend, that he's got a pair of kidneys, he can spend all your money on groceries. He'll spend your grocery money on his pot, maybe his crap. So there's not one person who would really want to be seen with Roger either. He's ugly, he's creepy, he stinks, he's a moron. That's the secret of Washington. They killed smart, pretty, nice, and normal. Well, guess what? There's nobody I want to be around. Plus, they're cannibal zombies, and I have to laugh because no, this is not funny. They put curses on me and whites, white-looking Semites, and warm-skinned Europeans. That's not funny. But they put curses like nobody will like you, nobody will want you, and they also isolated their victim. So guess what? There's nobody I like, there's nobody I want. Is it because the curse worked on me and they're magical? No, it's because they're all so ugly and grotesque and evil that I wouldn't be seen with them. And what it is, it's a very sad, if you can imagine, when people do a decimation and genocide and there's nobody left, there's really not any choice of people. Even if, let's say, they hadn't done it, but somebody else had done it, that's a very sad sad gene pool. because they left retarded people on drugs. Many of these people are sons and daughters of inebriates. If not, and they are inebriates themselves. You have to make sure this isn't. Now I have to fiddle around with my charger. So it's interesting to note because they isolated the victims, and then they, when they isolated them, they were playing things like, nobody wants you, nobody likes you. Well, I personally don't like any of these people, and I don't want any of them. They even will play, we're going to cut your face so you don't have opportunities in other states or countries. There's a playing you're going to wash towels and blankets. Now, why would a bomb play you're going to wash towels and blankets? Well, they have a lot of victims, and those make messes, and they're sopping up the blood and other bodily fluids. They're also using this place like sort of a genocide station. So they're homeless people come in that they're affiliated with. Some of them get dragged off and eaten, and others are chopping up people and torturing them. So they want a slave to do towels and blankets. Nope. This ends badly. And that's your answer, bitch. What am I talking about? This is Lisa Guthrie, 505 Northeast 70th Street, Seattle, Washington, 98115. This is called Green Lake Plaza Apartments. And some retards have crawled up, and they were crawling up all day yesterday and all through the morning into this area here. I keep nothing in my apartment. The floor is just dirty from my boots. I don't spend time here. Yesterday I was sick, so I had to stay here. I'm not staying here now. I'm getting out. And if I don't leave, that's something wrong. So I will be leaving. And there are retards that climbed up in this crawl space. One's named Roger. One's a scary, creepy black man from Wallingford Food Bank. One is a whore from Elizabeth Gregory, a nonprofit. So these are security cameras. I don't spend any money on the apartment. They'll just break through the walls or kick open the door. They also cock guns, including in 207, which is that way, right next to me. The other side, no apartment. Significant. Nobody should be even there. These are dirty bums, and they're trying to get money, property, credit, also slavery. And they killed white Semites and Worcester Europeans. And they killed off anyone pretty nice, normal, smart. And I was just talking on one camera how they thought they were so smart, isolating the victims and playing nobody likes you, nobody wants you, you're ugly now even. Well, with me, I didn't mention this, but I mentioned it before. Like putting glass on me, make it so I couldn't take a bath or a shower. I have acid burns on me. And a lot of these freaks, by the way, have stalked me also. If you believe it or not, I went to the food bank on Friday, and I was threatened by about 8 black men and a couple of white-looking people. So next time I'm going to put on the tape why they're threatening me, and I'm going to go through the food bank, and I'm going to show these nasty black Nazis and subversives that went with them. I'm going to show you terrorists. And hopefully next time the batteries work better. My batteries on my phone weren't working. You can't predict the electricity in here working. Oh, and I am sick, and I'm not white, but they targeted white-looking Semite and warm-skinned Europeans. I'm just going to rest a little bit till I go. And if you say, what about the police? The dirty police are involved. There's usually a dirty policeman here. Officer Rob Howard, the terrorist, is in the building. And one of them said, you're going to take care of mine. That's one of the dirty cops, possibly. And he is making a slavery threat. He is a terrorist. He needs to be arrested and put away. That's the terrorist, Rob Howard. Officer Rob Howard. So am I gonna do slavery because the dirty cop tells me to? No, I'm not. And the dirty cops will actually arrest you or commit you if you were on the genocide list and you wouldn't be a slave or prostitute, which is like a slave, a torture victim. Which you're a victim if you were on the list anyway. And then these morons, literally, if you were white, Semite, or warm-skinned European, or looked white, literally hundreds of thousands of morons would come after you, including doing room break-ins and raping you in your sleep, beating you in your sleep after injecting you. Also, they sprinkle plagues around or use other methods of, spreading plagues from the most basic to more advanced methods. And people in hospitals and clinics help them. They're retarded people. Roger yesterday, or one of the other retards, Roger, he was bragging about sprinkling around tuberculosis. I've been threatened with Ebola. I've been taunted with radiation. And then these people are so retarded. Remember, they're into money, property, credit. The same ones who put radiation or plagues allegedly in your storage or in your house or apartment or in business or shed or wherever. These same bastards will then pick up the items. So this is an 80-year history of bums killing anyone that is white, Semite, warm-skinned European, white-looking, and also killing smarter, better people than them. They're targeting people, especially if they were better-looking, smarter, talented, nice. Nice is important. So, Officer Rob Howard's here. He's one of the boogeymen. And these retarded cops are all on crack and meth and other drugs, and they'll act like they are on an investigation. Now, what else is it that they want? Even though it's a shabby room and I put nothing in it, they want the room. It's $1,046 by itself. Market rate. So I'm going to show you a terrorist evolution.